The Indian wilderness is a treasure trove of natural beauty, cultural richness, and biodiversity. Whether you're a nature lover, adventure enthusiast, or someone seeking a deeper connection with the environment, India's wilderness has something to offer to everyone. But not all looks good for the national animal of India, who is fighting a lone battle for survival. Rampant hunting of tigers during the British Raj in India had a devastating impact on the tiger population and contributed significantly to their decline. Several factors contributed to this decline. British colonial officers and aristocrats often engaged in trophy hunting as a recreational activity. Tigers were considered a prestigious and challenging game animal, and hunting them was seen as a mark of bravery and status. There were few regulations or restrictions on hunting. This lack of oversight allowed for indiscriminate hunting of tigers and other wildlife. Tigers were killed not only for sport, but also for their skins, bones, and other body parts. The British Raj also oversaw extensive land use changes, including deforestation and the conversion of forests into agricultural land. The indiscriminate hunting of tigers' natural prey species, such as deer and wild boar, further exacerbated the problem. Without an adequate prey base, tigers struggled to find enough food to sustain themselves and their cubs. As their numbers dwindled due to hunting, the ecosystems they inhabited suffered, leading to cascading effects on other wildlife and plant species. The combined impact of these factors resulted in a severe decline in tiger populations across India. By the time India gained independence in 1947, the tiger population had been decimated, with only a fraction of the once thriving population remaining. Thankfully, post-independence government in India recognized the importance of tiger conservation and implemented policies and initiatives to protect these magnificent creatures. We had 4 safaris remaining, each in the captivating landscapes of Madnapur, Belara, Sirkada, and Alazenza. If you have watched the first episode, you must have already got an idea about how satisfying the first 4 went for us. Within minutes, our keen eyes were rewarded as we spotted a sloth bear in its natural habitat. These remarkable creatures are known for their distinctive characteristics that set them apart in the animal kingdom. They are easily recognizable by their shaggy, untidy fur, which can range from dark black to light brown. Their shaggy appearance earned them the name sloth, although they are not related to the sloths of South America. One of the most striking features of sloth bears is their elongated snout, which is adapted for insectivorous feeding. They primarily feed on termites and ants, using their long, flexible tongue to extract insects from mounds and logs. We stopped to rest near a crystal-clear stream that we stumbled upon, a revelation that sent a shiver down our spines. One of our fellow safaris spotted something unusual on the muddy banks of the stream. It was a set of fresh pug marks, unmistakably those of a tigress. Just as we approached a particularly thick patch of bushes, a soft rustling sound reached our ears. The bushes seemed to part, and there she was, bubbly, emerging like a ghostly apparition from the shadows. As she moved with a grace and power, we were left breathless as we watched, spellbound, she continued to move with a measured and deliberate pace. She was not threatened by our presence, she was simply going about her business. Her powerful muscles rippled beneath her fur as she padded silently through the underbrush and then, as silently as she had appeared, Bubbly disappeared into the depths of the forest, leaving us in awe. We stood there for a long while, allowing the significance of the moment to sink in, before finally continuing our journey back to camp. When forests are converted into grazing lands or pasture, it leads to habitat loss and fragmentation. Cattle and wild animals often compete for essential resources such as food, water, and shelter, leading to resource scarcity and potential conflicts. Cattle can attract predators, such as large carnivores, to forested areas. This can increase the risk of predation for vulnerable wildlife species and disrupt natural predator-prey dynamic. The big five of Tadoba include leopards, including a black panther named Blackie, sloth bears, wild dogs, gaur, the regal king of the forests, tigers who have been allotted the pride of the place. Having said that, we can't miss the marsh crocodiles. Now, with no sign of the tiger, all four of us were beginning to get disappointed. Looking at our long faces, the guide explained to us, "Sir, we are in the tiger's home and should not expect him to appear as per our wish. They are in their natural habitat and keep moving. Nobody can say where one can find her." We were talking in low whispers when suddenly the guide signaled us to stay quiet. His sharp ears had caught some movement. The dried leaves crackled in the bushes. He pointed towards the place where the sound had come. There arose the striped golden beast, raising her head and licking something. She noticed us, looked at us with her fiery eyes. We froze. There was a tiny cub that was getting cuddled by her mom. After a brief pause, there came another cub with great care and tenderness. Veera lowered her massive head to nuzzle her cubs. The cubs latched onto the source of their sustenance as they suckled. Veera's powerful muscles relaxed, and she gazed down at her cubs with immense pride. At the same time, she was cognizant about her presence back in the grass. Veera watched with a mix of concern and pride. After a while, one of the cubs, entranced by the colorful gypsies and the intrigued humans inside them, came in for a closer watch and even playfully swatted at the air. Cameras clicked, and the tourists exchanged joyous whispers, grateful for this once-in-a-lifetime encounter. All this was happening under Veera's watchful vigilance. Finally, she rose from the bushes, and her majestic body shone in full glory, signaling to her cubs that they had safely explored the world beyond their grassy hiding spot, and it was time to cross to the other side, the part of her territory they hadn't ventured. Veera crossed over nonchalantly, but her cubs were afraid. A group of gypsies, filled with eager tourists, had entered the reserve from the other side. The guides and drivers were experienced, but the excitement of the visitors was palpable. Veera's eyes narrowed with concern. She knew her kids were afraid, and it would be perilous, especially with the gypsies so close. She growled softly, her maternal instincts warning her of the potential danger. As Veera contemplated her next move, the cubs started crossing, taking the shortest path, first the sister and after a while the brother. We rushed to the other side near a potentially crossing point to get one last glimpse, and then with joyful bounds, the cubs crossed the road along with their mother. Above all else in that moment, Veera's legend grew even stronger, not just as a queen, but as a symbol of unwavering maternal love in the wild. after the reunion was filled with tender nuzzles and loving purrs, they sprinted towards a narrow stream for some pool session, giving us a sighting of a lifetime. Our hearts were filled with respect for the fierce and devoted mother who had chosen to put her cubs' safety.
बेलारा में वीरा वीरा 2 कप्स।
जाइलो भी है।
हाँ झाइलो भी।
ये छोड़ के और
वही छोड़ के अभी मंग बाद में सिरकड़ा। यहाँ पे कैसा बेलारा
मतलब हाँ। बेलारा में ये छोड़ के और कुछ है?
बेलारा, कोलारा और मदनापुर म्हणजे फुल डे हाफ डे रहा तो एक ही जंगल में गाड़ी घूम सकते हैं। अपन कोलारा भी घूम सकते हैं, मदनापुर भी घूम सकते हैं और बेलारा भी।
अच्छा।
हाँ, नहीं तो ऐसे रेगुलर सफारी रही तो कोलारा मदनापुर सेम, आप कोलारा से एंट्री करोगे या मदनापुर से एंट्री करोगे, जंगल सेम, एरिया सेम और टाइगर भी सेम, मदनापुर कोलारा के। हाँ।
The air was thick with anticipation as we prepared for what would be our last safari together among the group. There was a sense of nostalgia and excitement mixed with a hint of melancholy. This was the last time we would embark on an adventure in Tadoba buffer for now. Thota Matka tiger had been spotted in the Ramdegi range, some 20 kilometers from the Alizanza gate. It was a rare opportunity, and everyone in the group was eager to catch a glimpse of him. He did not come out that evening and we had to start for the gate as we had barely 30 minutes to safari closure. As we neared the Alizanza gate, the jungle was alive with a sense of unease. The chatter of monkeys grew louder and more frenzied. On the forest floor, one massive gaur suddenly bolted in panic. Deepak yelled in excitement, "Sir Tiger, Tiger!" Then, like a ghostly apparition, the tiger emerged from the undergrowth. It moved with a sinuous grace, its eyes scanning the surroundings with a predatory focus. "It's a new female. We have not seen her before," mentioned Deepak. She was indeed a new female. Her coat of fresh canvas of burnt orange with dark stripes, her emerald green eyes flickered with a mix of hunger and nervousness, a reflection of the challenges she faced in this unfamiliar territory. She seemed to be learning to navigate her new home. Let's hope she finds success soon. Tigress was a reminder of the constant challenges faced by the animals of the jungle. She was a symbol of the ever-changing dynamics of nature, where newcomers have to prove themselves and adapt to their surroundings. The encounters with the majestic bubbly Veera's family and the new female served as poignant reminders of the challenges faced by these incredible creatures and the delicate balance of our wilderness as we wrap up this memorable journey. It's essential to acknowledge the fact of tigers, like all wildlife, are inextricably linked to their habitat. Their survival is a testament to the health of the ecosystems they call home. Each of us can make a difference, whether it's through spreading awareness, contributing to conservation projects, or making sustainable choices in our daily lives. Let's work hand in hand to safeguard the future of tigers, the wild, and the untamed beauty that has inspired us on this unforgettable journey.
गुड इवनिंग, मेरा नाम है दीपक चौके। मैं यहाँ पे अलीजंजा गेट पे गाइड काम करता हूँ। मैं 2014 से हूँ ना क्या। हमारा गेट 2014 से चालू हुआ है। पहले हम नवेगांव गेट पे काम करते थे ना क्या, 2 साल उधर किया। तो हमारा कैसा गाइड ने के 24 गाइड थे हमारे, किटाड़ी और अलीजंजा के गाइड 24 गाइड थे। तो उतना हमें ना क्या, एक गाइड नहीं तो एक गाड़ी 2 गाड़ी जाता था। हमको पैसा वैसा 300 रुपये गाइड मिलता था पहले, तो बांटना पड़ता था ना क्या 5-6 जनों में ना क्या। टाइगर का भी डर लगता है, तो हमारे गांव में गेट बना लो एक। तो ठीक है बोले सर, मैं बना लेता हूँ। तुम शर्मदान के लिए क्या तैयार हो क्या बोलते थे। हाँ बोला, हम शर्मदान किए नहीं क्या, पूरा जंगल का नाइट में वो सब रूट सब हमने निकाले हैं जंगल के नहीं क्या। हमारा 2014 से चालू हुआ। बाद में दूसरी साल में पहले फर्स्ट टाइगर हमारे इधर झरनी टाइगर दिखी। जोगा मोगा एक झरन है, वहाँ पे मैंगो ट्री और जामुन ट्री है, वहाँ पे झरनी टाइगर से दिखी 2 कप्स के साथ। वो टाइगर को कैसा था, गाड़ी का आदत नहीं था, ऐसी अटैक करती थी ना क्या। हमारे इधर तब जिप्सी भी नहीं था, कोलार से जिप्सी बुलाना पड़ता था। झरनी हम क्या करते, गाड़ी में ऐसा डंडा लेके रहते थे, डंडा लेके पत्ते बजाने का और सीधा झरनी दौड़ के जाती थी, 1-2 बार नहीं क्या। तो वैसा 2-3 साल बाद चला वैसा। मगर बाद में क्या डिपार्टमेंट ने 6 का ऑनलाइन कोटा कर दिया, 6+2 VIP नहीं क्या। हाँ, तब झरनी ने पूरा माहौल कर दिया। और हमारे इधर पितरी भी टाइगर्स थी, और वो जो बबली बेटी है ना, वो पितरी की है। और यहाँ पे टाइगर्स हमारे बबली को 3 कप्स है, 2 मेल कप्स 1 फीमेल कप्स। हमारे इधर झरनी टाइगरेस है, उसको 2 कप्स है, 1 मेल कप्स 1 फीमेल कप्स। और भानुस्किंडी टाइगरेस है, उसको भी 3 कप्स है और 2 मेल कप्स 1 फीमेल कप्स। यहाँ का किंग है छोटा मटका। और हमको कैसा टाइगर अभी बच्चा नया, आप भी आओ।
Thank you for staying in this adventure with us, and remember, the call of the wild is a call to action.